gonna fly.
Hello ladies, Jonah and peeps, this is Like It's Martian Fusion and it's time for the video. So today I'm on Minepurist and it's time for the video. So, I figured I've done a ton of terraforming, adding on buildings. I thought I've recorded probably about 3 or 4 speed builds worth of speed builds. And just none of them really seemed to be quite what I wanted to do for the episode. And I actually, for anyone on the server, they might, be like, wait, didn't he say he did this like 2 weeks ago? Some of the stuff from episode 7 that was actually recorded a while back. I didn't even realize I had episode 7 recorded until like 3 or 4 days before it was uploaded, and then I realized, okay, I already have that made, so I might as well use it. And I mean, it was stuff that happened after episode 6, so I figured I'd go with that. But for episode 8, I want to do something a little different. I don't think I've ever done this ever for anything, really. I think I've maybe had shaders on for maybe 2 or 3 videos ever. Aside from like the Gamecraft, which that had a lot of shaders. Really beautiful series. It's probably still... It's got to be really closely tied with this for my favorite series ever. Just because I put so much work into that and I thought it turned out so beautiful. But anyway... link to that will be in the description. It's time to get flying so I can give you a tour of my house. Alright, the electricity's working. Flying. There we go. Yeah, so I terraformed pretty much all of this. This little lake right down here was a thing, and there was some water up there where all that sugarcane is. Pretty much everything else, though, around here was terraformed. So this was a cave, and you can still kind of see that it kind of bears that influence. But I've terraformed it so that it would be in a little lake, or a little pond, really, and it flows down into that spot. And that's kind of a drain. Let me actually walk around over to the path. Whee! Through the water. So this is end rods and spruce fences. I've got a mixture of melicium, what is that? Brown mushroom blocks, coarse dirt, path blocks, and gravel for the path, and then grass just mixed in there. And we go around through here. We've got a little oak, and I believe that is dark oak, or it might be spruce bridge. Just look at that. That is so beautiful. I made that. But yeah, this whole stream, I made it. Over around here, we got my cactus farm, but right here, we can see this a little bit better. Here's my lava pool. This was there before, although I raised the level a little bit. And we can walk over here and see another little spot. Again, this was just a little hole, put some water in there, kind of make it look a little bit of a lake or a pond. There's another outlet, and this part actually feeds both, both feeds that and that way over there. Okay, so I've got torches on me. And let me make sure, okay, let me look first off our spot. This was a very shallow cave, so I cleared out some of the roof sections and left that little bit of an island there, which was originally the roof. Put that around, and the path still walks over this direction. So we've got a pretty decent sized farm. You have melons, carrots, I think I have some potatoes somewhere in there, mostly wheat though. This other little pond, I'm thinking about putting some more wheat around here, maybe some carrots and potatoes though, just to give it a little bit of variety to the brush. We have a jungle tree right there with a lot of cocoa growing off of it. We follow a path over here, and this was the original farm. I believe I showed this off in episode 5, or it might have been 4. As we can see, the crops are grown. It looks pretty nice, and I terraformed it a little bit, so we've got that little water outlet, so it's like it's being fed by a spring. And let's just follow the path a little bit more over this direction. And over by the lava, this was actually, I did my normal modular style, and so that is actually one of the rooms. And it made it to the surface level, unfortunately, so I terraformed this to kind of take up a little bit of the space. I think it turned out really nice. Got the flowers, the rugs. I think it looks good. Over here we've got a pretty decent cocoa farm, and we've got a small farm right there. Over here it's kind of like the mushrooms took over, so it's part of that tree. You know, big chunks right there. It's all in that tree, which is dark oak, and mushrooms grow in dark oak biomes. So that's kind of an interesting twist to it. The path ends off over here by the other little pond, which is also a farm. I think it all looks really beautiful, even without the texture pack and the shaders on. We've got a little bit of a netherwarts farm, tree farm. So I know there's more efficient ways, but this is the best looking way that is still moderately okay at actually, delivering. It looks okay though. That's the thing. I can always, build other stuff off to the side or underground or at another set home. But this is my house. I want it to look nice. So this is the house that I built. I believe it was episode 3 or 4. I did a little bit of updating, I believe. Added the end banners. Oh yeah, and the original house, it's gone. It's completely gone. Let me throw that egg or something. The oak door and dark oak door, I have it set like this, so it's out a little bit, so zombies actually can't break that door, because in their mind it's open, because this is how it's oriented closed. That's a little trick I learned. I don't even remember where. I've seen it so many times on YouTube, but I really like that trick. Over here I've just got 2 chests for a little bit of storage, a little bit underneath the stairwell, but not taking up the view. Some furnaces. Up here, I plan on possibly making this a storage area, because these blocks are transparent, so I should be able to do 2 layers of chests or whatever, however many layers I want. Although I might just leave that as an empty loft. Let's go down here into the basement. As you can already tell, a little bit of updating, lots of stone bricks. Let's go through this one first. So we go through here, got that kind of ominous red with cobblestone. So this is my brewing area. I haven't done much brewing, but I've still done a little bit. Got a chest, netherwarts, brewing stand. Kind of a darker theme, but not like super dark. Let's go ahead and check out this way. So, as you can see, a little bit of a different style, a little end blocks. So I haven't used this for anything yet. I'm still working on the base, obviously, if you never stop building. So I'm not sure what I want this to be yet. I might turn it into a furnace room. Just, throw in maybe some bricks on the floor, maybe a sea lantern or something to give it kind of an industrial bulb look. And over here, we have another spot. Now this is a little bit longer. This will probably be a storage room. It's just because it's built up pretty well, and there's something right on the other side of this wall, so I can't expand it wider. And this ought to be plenty of room. I mean, you got chest there, you got a 3 wide walkway. That ought to be plenty of room for a storage room. And let's, okay, so this is the last room in this module. So I actually just built this today. It took me maybe an hour, because I had an efficiency 5 diamond pick, so it didn't take too terribly long. But, oh yeah, an infinite water source. So I have this really big farm. It's 64 blocks long, I believe. So all through here, we've got tons and tons of wheat, and then, so it's the water source, 2 things of wheat, and then a row of carrots. Wheat, water source, all the way down to the end. So I am pretty much set on crops right now. I mean, I could just harvest this alone and get, I'd say that would round off to close to 4 stacks, probably about 4, maybe 4.5 stacks of wheat, which would turn into about maybe 1 1/4 stacks of bread, and I've got over a stack worth of carrots in there because I've got close to a stack planted. Let's go ahead and cover this area. So my, which one was it? Oh yeah. So this is my sugarcane chest. Somebody, I don't even remember who it was, they just dumped a ton of sugarcane at the donation chests at spawn, so I have it filled up all the way back to here. All the way back to here with sugarcane. Here we have our mushroom farm. So actually today, somebody showed me a mushroom biome. So this is my mushroom growing room. I'm getting a little bit of growth, not too much, but still a good bit. And over here, we're getting close to the end of the tour. Over here, we have my bed, my bedroom, Martian Fusion's bedroom. Griefing scum. Yeah, not too happy about griefers. I added the end rods with the glass, so it's got a kind of a modern look to it almost, but not quite. And so this is the final room. Let's go down here. So we have, you know, the cobble walls with the brick ceiling and floors and that right there. In case of emergency, break glass. So this goes out way far out to a ladder way down there. And same kind of style with, you know, torches, like so. So this block right here is glass, and then the one above it is a torch. Kind of like emergency lighting all the way through there. Raiding is like, I love raiding. Raiding is fantastic. You know, if you can't keep your base protected, you don't deserve to have that stuff in there. Griefing on their hand, when the base is really beautiful, it's almost a crime to grief it. But so let's do one more overhead pass. Gosh, I hope I set home at the very top of that. I really hope I did. Otherwise, we're gonna have a bit of an abrupt flight. Okay, here we go. And that is how you stick an elytra landing. But yeah, so that's it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new to my channel so you can see when I upload more of this and other great series. So let me know in the comments, what should I do for Halloween? And, you know, give me some suggestions on how I can improve my base, and just tell me in general, what do you think of my base? You know, how can I improve it? How can I make it look better? How do you think it looks right now? And do you like the texture pack and the shaders on Minepurist? So yeah, that's the end. This is Martian Fusion signing off, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Let us detonate tonight.